Jen Royle reporting for the Boston Herald, and welcome to Talk of the Town on bostonherald.com, sponsored by Sports World of Peabody, New England's largest memorabilia store. In today's weekly segment, I had a chance to sit down with Red Sox third baseman Will Middlebrooks. How would you rate your life right now, 100 being the best?
100 being the best? Well, I mean, we did just win a World Series. You know, not many people get a chance to say they've done that.
Does that define your life?
It doesn't define my life, but it's, you know, it's right now I'm not married. I don't have kids. I don't have, you know, I have my immediate family, like, you know, my sisters. But I mean, right now baseball is like the most important thing to me. So I'd say my life's at 90 right now.
90.
Yeah,
Right,
I go with
that's
90.
Good.
Yeah.
10% room for improvement.
Room for improvement.
Most people can't say that.
That's true. And I think the 10% is more of an individual thing. I had a down year, but the team won. We did great. So
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Will it be different at all? Arriving to Fort Myers, maybe will you have a little extra, you know, jump in your step, a little more swag, knowing that everyone is after the Red Sox this season? You're a World Series champion.
That's true, but that's I think that's the case every year. Everyone's kind of after the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Phillies, everybody. There's a target on our back all the time. But yeah, even more now, you know, with you know, we're defending the title, the ring, whatever you want to say. Yeah, but I think everyone's excited. I've talked to the guys; they're excited to get in there and get things going again. Are
you more mature as a player, as a person, as a teammate?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you learn something every year.
There's no substitute for experience.
Yeah.
You know, so this was my second season, first really full season, and yeah, I think I definitely grew up in all aspects of life, not just baseball, but you know, that just goes back to my teammates and the veteran guys that are there, the coaching staff, and just kind of sitting back and learning from them.
All right, I want to go back to last year, to Kevin Youkilis. I think it was June 22nd of last year. He legs out the triple, Valentine takes him out. At that moment, if you could go back to that, were you thinking, oh crap, here it is. It's all about me at third base now. It's my turn. This is what I've been waiting for.
You pretty much nailed it on the head there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of emotion there because, for one, he was one of my teammates. He helped me out a lot.
All right, enter Xander Bogaerts. This is not just about you and Xander or a younger kid coming up, or in some people's eyes, a different kind of player. There's always somebody else. There's somebody else on your heels. There's somebody else on your tail. Everybody wants your job.
Right.
Is that just part of baseball? Do you think about that? Can you get that out of your head?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of life, like you just said. It's in any job, whether, you know, you're a garbage man or you're...
The second you stink, there's someone else waiting.
And there's always people ready to push that person into your spot. And that's fine. That's something, as an athlete, it fuels you to do better and push yourself further. And, you know, and that's nothing against X. I mean, I would never have it, you know what I mean?
It has nothing to do with it.
Well, a lot of people think that, but... Bogey's one of those guys who he's a great teammate, he's a great person, and he's going to be a superstar. You can mark my words on that. He's going to be a great player, whether that's third base, shortstop, wherever they put him, he's going to do well.
What do you say to critics who say, you know, Middlebrooks, he's lacking confidence because of Xander? Again, it's part of life. What human being wouldn't feel that way?
Right. I mean, I don't have anything to say to critics. I feel like I'm my biggest critic, so that's the only one I worry about.
It's good, right?
It's not a confidence thing. I had a down year. That's what happens in baseball. If you look at everyone's baseball card, just about everyone's had one.
And you're going to have more,
right? You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, and it's whether you ride that roller coaster, that's up to you.
We're sitting in an empty restaurant because we can't have anybody around. What is that like, living in Boston? Do you feel a little bit of that? Do you like it? Do you embrace it? Do you hate it?
I definitely feel it here. I mean, we know about these fans in Boston and how, you know, how active they are and how they know everything.
Right.
But you just have to embrace it.
Or they think they do.
Some
of them.
I think a majority of them actually do.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny to actually sit down and talk baseball with just some random guy, whether you're on the tee or in a restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
And they actually know their stuff.
They're brave, huh?
Yeah, they are. But it's one of those things you have to embrace, or you are going to be miserable.
Right.
You're going to feel like you're living under a microscope, basically. But no, I enjoy it. I enjoy the people here, and they've been great to me.
All right, with that being said, when was the point in your life, Little League, high school, when you knew you know what, I think I could be a professional athlete?
You know, I was one of those kids when I was growing up, I played everything. I was pretty good at everything. And then, you know, halfway through high school, sophomore, junior year, I started to realize, okay, I'm pretty good at baseball. Football was still my thing.
Yeah.
You know, growing up in Texas, that's the thing to do, is be good at football.
Friday Night Lights.
Exactly. So, you know, scouts started to come around. I didn't really know how to handle that. I started talking to colleges, and then pro scouts started coming around, which I never thought was a possibility.
And you're in high school.
I'm in high school. Yeah.
That's weird.
So, yeah, it kind of came upon me pretty quick. It was something new.
So you get your first big league paycheck. What'd you buy? Can you think of the first thing you bought where you couldn't have afforded it in the past?
Yeah, this watch. This was my gift to myself. I mean, it's nothing crazy expensive. It's a Nixon watch, and it's just it was my first road trip. I went to Kansas City. I was with Youkilis, and we walked. There's like little shops by the hotel, and we walked down, and we were looking at watches, and I was like, you know what? Why not? I want to buy a watch.
So that's what you think when you look at your watch?
Yeah, exactly. I wear it almost every day, so I haven't bought one since.
John Farrell.
There's a fine line between from being like a player's manager and being you know, too strict or too. And he really found that happy medium where he could joke around with the guys and then be really serious on another note, just like that. And that's just what we needed.
It's good. He let you be you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
All right.